Welcome, everyone, to Jerry World, AT&T Stadium, and home of the Southwest Classic, a game that always brings a bunch of energy and intensity. Fans have wrapped up their tailgating, they've filed in, and they are ready for this collision. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another SEC team, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Aggies will kick it away to get this game going. Decides to field it. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the Razorbacks offense comes on the field first today. The Aggies and the Razorbacks last time out, those cries of "Whoa, pig suey" were silenced by the Aggies, who come in here with bragging rights, hogs thinking payback.
Yeah, they dominated that game. And, you know, this batch of Razorbacks are going to do everything they can to prevent that from happening this time around.
Quick throw to the left side, and it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. You old-timers out there will know that Arkansas and Texas A&M go way back, rivalry in the Southwest Conference. Then they went their separate ways, and now since reuniting in the SEC, this old rivalry has produced some really kind of hot-blooded, sparked-up matchups.
Yeah, and games like this are kind of time capsules, sort of, for the history of college football. And maybe these games haven't been precursors to the national championship or even conference championships, but the longevity of these rivalries make this so much fun to watch.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Throwing for his running back. That's reeled in. It's Russell. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the 1st down marker. And a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
And the Razorbacks will bring their punt team onto the field. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Aggies offense gets their first crack now. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of 2 quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these 2 quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can.
They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking for a gap, it's Moss. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Can he get there on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss that sets up the 4th down.
And the Aggies will line up to kick it away. This will be the first punt for this offense tonight. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
It's 3rd down for the offense. They pick up the first on the ground. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The Razorbacks will bring their punt team on the field now, and he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. We'll start the drive with a good throw to the right. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
Chris, it looked to me like the quarterback was trying to give his man a chance to high point the ball, but he left it too far to the inside and gave the defender a real chance. Seems like an odd time and place for a lob pass.
And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll ride the back again here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Getting set for the 2nd quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. We get lined up here for quarter number 2. We'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. A big play here after the great offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Green. Snags a good throw. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Big conversion there on 3rd down to the receiver. Quarterbacks love a guy that they can depend on in these kind of situations.
And the Razorbacks will have 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. On the move now. He gets loose. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. Little eye candy here from the offense and pre-snap motion. Looking for a gap. It's Russell. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
It's an RPO caught on the left side. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They'll run it with the draw play. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. To throw, it's Green. Defense is coming after him. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And this time it's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They face a third and short on the 9th play of this drive. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And we're going to throw now on first down. He's got it with room to run. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Nice grab. It's Moss. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Caught by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. The offense will take their first time out of the half. To talk strategy here.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, give him the ball.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks to the left, pass caught. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Locates the tight end. It's complete. 1 down, but it's enough to convert on 3rd down and send them up 1st and goal at the 10.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a first down in the red area? Beautiful play.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Reed. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. And the single back takes the handoff. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, two fan bases who wait all year for this game, and we could be headed to a fun finish in the Southwest Classic. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Still 2 quarters to go in this Southwest Classic, a treasured rivalry in both Fayetteville and College Station.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Dropping back. It's Reed. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He brings him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Gives it to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. A play action looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Reed. He dumps it off to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Quarterback keeps the football. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on 3rd down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we've got a big 4th down coming up.
And they will try out the field goal team here. This will be a 43-yard attempt. He made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Bringing it out, it's Hill. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Breaks free. On the run here, lets it go. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Dropping back, it's Green. On the run here, lets it go. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pass is caught, and the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
The Razorbacks have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Handoff to the single back. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Looking to pass. It's Green. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
And the Razorbacks are in the red zone. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Russell. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Great catch when they desperately needed it. That's a crucial score. Makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Makes a diving grab. That was beautiful. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looking for a receiver. It's an out route. The catch made. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Picks up the first, looking for more. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pulls it in. It's Moss. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Leaning on the run game here. Going absolutely nowhere. Be a loss of the play.
Well, as an offensive coordinator, it's not just about the execution that you're thinking about. You got to be thinking about this clock. So is it worth running the football? Maybe not picking up the 1st down, but keeping that clock moving. And if you're going to throw the ball, it better be a high percentage throw to keep the receiver in bounds.
Dropping back. It's Reed. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
And there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the 1st down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
The Aggies will have to kick it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Washington.
Wow, how about that, Chris? Nothing open downfield. He gets underneath to his running back, picks up some positive yards, but it's got to remember, they got to go quick.
Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. He's going to take off. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0.
Texas A&M 10, Arkansas 7.